I'll show you how to build a fully functional website in just 20 minutes. Our site will have an excellent search engine ranking score, a basic logo, analytics, and a working contact form.
Could I do it?
It is simple enough for just about anyone.
Well, I got my coffee. Let's go.
Creating a website is usually painful, even if you hire a professional. Too many decisions, too much back and forth.
So you just went to Breba.app, right?
Yep, Breba removes that friction by breaking everything into small, guided steps. We start with a landing page template. There is only one. You can't go wrong.
Okay.
Once you select the template, you'll need to answer a couple questions. First, let's give it our business plan, or a short description of our business idea.
The more information, the better the result will be.
Exactly. Then, a few questions about style, how you want the site to feel. Nothing technical.
So far, so good.
Now that we answered all the questions, Breba starts building. The first draft takes about 3 to 4 minutes. A lot is happening behind the scenes, so give it a moment.
That's too slow for me. Bye.
Okay. We'll fast forward here. Now that the first preview is done, we need to make sure that our website ranks well with search engines. This is called search engine optimization, or SEO.
I'd say this is very important.
First, we are going to give it the canonical URL.
That sounds technical.
Yes, but it's just the domain that you pick for your website. For demo purposes, I will use gravel.breba.site.
So Breba gives you a way to put your website on the internet even if you don't yet have a domain. That's convenient.
Yep, let's see what comes next. Okay, so the website title is what shows up in the search results.
Looks good to me.
All right, let's keep it. The description also shows up in search results, just below the title.
Again, looks fine to me. Another technical question. This is getting complicated.
Search engine optimization is not simple, but the good news is that Breba generates good suggestions. That means you can just accept the suggestions in most cases.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, just make sure the information is correct. And keep in mind, you are working with an intelligent mechanism, and questions will vary.
That's kind of the point, right? My website and my business are different from everyone else, so that makes sense. Wait, why do I need to share information about my social media profile?
You would think, right? But modern search engines are very complicated. The more information you provide, the better they will be able to recommend your site to different kinds of users.
All right, I guess we just keep going.
Don't worry, hard work always pays off. Another one, strange but important question. Just gotta keep answering them.
I mean, it's not that difficult. I just didn't expect that many questions.
And you know what? Many professional developers get SEO wrong, but Breba makes sure your website ranks as high as possible. Looks like we are done.
This better have worked. How do we check the result?
Let's deploy our website and run some tests. We will name our website Gravel, and now that it's on the internet for everyone to see, we can go to RankMath.com SEO Analyzer and just paste our new website address.
Whoa, 93. Is that like an A?
Way better. You probably won't be able to find a website with a score higher than 85, so this is probably top 99%.
Oh, nice. I guess answering all those questions did pay off here. What now?
Well, we are going to finalize our call to action form.
Okay, what does that mean?
Ah, yes. This is where we get the visitor to do something on our website. In this demo, we want the visitor to request a road assessment.
Got it.
Okay, to make this work, Breba can use other online services to provide form processing. In this case, we will use staticforms.xyz, but you can use other providers if you like them more.
So, we need to register with staticforms.xyz.
Yep, but I picked them because the registration is very simple. As soon as you register, they send a confirmation email that contains your API key.
API key?
That's what Breba needs in order to process the visitor inputs for the form.
So, an email subject line. What email?
Oh, it's the email you will receive every time a visitor submits our form.
Okay, makes sense.
And it's done. Let's test it out. Here, I'm just going to type in test at test.
Right, just testing it.
All right, looks like it went through. Let's take a look at the email.
That's exactly what we typed in. Can we reply to the person who submitted the request?
Yep, it's a cool feature that comes with staticforms.xyz. You can directly respond to the email address provided by our website visitor. All right, are you ready to set up analytics?
Sure, we need to know how many visitors come to our website and how they interact.
And we will use Google Analytics.
That's convenient. I can just use my Google account.
Yep. First, navigate to Google Analytics and register your website. Once you register your site with Google Analytics, find the installation instructions and choose Install Manually.
And then just give Breba the code, right?
Exactly. Oh, almost forgot to mention. It will take Google an hour, and in some cases longer, to start processing your website data.
So I guess it's a good idea to set up analytics before you actually need it.
Yep, that way you are ready for when visitors actually start coming to your site. Finally, we are ready for our last template reminder. Are you ready?
Born ready.
All right then, let's generate the favicon.
What's that?
It's another easy-to-miss item that seems unimportant, but will make your website look unprofessional. Browsers use favicon as a little avatar for your website.
Yeah, probably wouldn't want to have a random question mark as our avatar.
Favicon Generator lets us create an icon using just text.
That's an easy way to create a small logo.
What a great idea! We will later use this favicon as our logo.
I got more where that came from.
Once we are happy with the icon, we will download the generated icons.
Which one should we use?
Ideally all of them, but for the demo, we'll just upload the 32 by 32 icon.
Okay, sounds good.
After Breba is done editing the website, we will need to deploy in order to test out our changes. And by the way, there is no other way to see the favicon.
That's good, no?
All right, now that we're ready with our initial website, let's make some changes.
Yeah, looks like Breba used some generic logo. How do we fix that?
That's pretty easy.
Uh-huh.
We can select text right inside the preview and just say that we don't want it.
And more detailed description will produce better results.
Right. Then we will also use our favicon for the logo. I'm going to upload it again. I mean, we could just say, use the existing favicon for the logo, but I'm going to show you how to upload a file one more time. It takes 10 seconds, and we get the result.
Wow, that was quick. Anything else to adjust?
Let's take a look.
Oh, that looks bad.
It's expected. Just like any AI, Breba will make some mistakes. But let's see how long it takes to fix this error. Again, we can just highlight some text. That helps Breba better understand what we are talking about.
Again, looks like you are providing extra details.
Yes, the results are always better if you provide more details. And this is a bigger change than what we've done before. It will take some time. Also, occasional mistakes are expected.
In that case, you can just ask the same thing again?
Yep, Best practice is to be as specific and detailed as possible. But sometimes saying, "Fix this," works.
Good time for a coffee break.
Don't go too far. And there you go.
Let's check the result.
Always.
That was magical.
Oh, almost forgot. When dealing with mistakes, another best practice is to start from a good place.
What do you mean?
Breba, just like any other AI, is a bit better at creating new things and a little worse at fixing broken things.
I feel like people are the same.
Yep, so we can use versions to go back in time. Let's say you tried to fix an error, but things only got worse. No worries. You can always go back and try to be more specific.
Okay, so let's recap. After, what was it, less than 20 minutes? We have a professional-looking website with a custom logo and a call-to-action form that forwards the visitor info to my email.
Uh-huh.
We also uploaded some pictures and cleaned up the layout.
Yep.
We also have our social media link, and where is it? Oh, here is the fave icon. Lastly, our SEO score should bring our website high up in search results, bringing more visitors.
For sure. But, or I would say most importantly, if you need to make changes to your site, you just come back to Breba and make them. There is no need to learn cumbersome UIs. You just tell Breba what you want, and it will figure out how to do it. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Bye. For real this time.
Okay, let's get out of here.